Hi YouTube, it's me. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've been extremely busy trying to get myself back in shape and get myself healthy again. I started working out like 4 months ago, 3 months ago, and I haven't really noticed any changes except for strength-wise, and I feel healthier, which is really all that matters to me. I'm not counting the weight. I'm not worrying about size for now. It's really me focusing on getting fit and healthy. My doctors are pretty impressed that I'm still pushing myself and I'm not giving up, which for me has always been my first fall because it's so hard for me to keep going and keep pushing myself when every time I ever did, I would always end up back in the hospital and be in a bad situation again. So for me, it's really huge that I've stuck with it for so long. And I go on really long walks. Lately, I've been trying to do shorter walks during the week, and then once a week, I do a 6 mile walk. And it's mostly to one of my part-time jobs that I do on the side. And it motivates me because I have to get there and I have to get back home, so there's no way around it. And it forces me to push myself to exercise more, and walking is literally the best medicine that you can get. I've also been thinking about going back to school, and about a couple weeks ago I decided that I wasn't going to go back to school right now. It's just there's too much going on, and it would be a little too much for me to handle, not only financially because I couldn't afford to go to school, sadly. Even financial aid wasn't giving me enough. But I just don't want to overstress myself when I have so much else to focus on right now, especially trying to get healthier for my next surgeries. I also thought about starting to work again a few times, and it's just been too much for me to think way too ahead, and I don't want to get into a job and have to quit after another surgery comes, and most people don't want someone who is in a process of trying to get into surgery and doing all of the things that you need to do, and they don't want that. They want someone that's going to be able to work all the time and not be taking 2 to 6 months off in between, which is just not very fair to them either, and I wouldn't expect anyone to hire me in that situation, and I'm just too honest, so I would have a hard time lying about that. So I'm doing babysitting jobs, and I'm cleaning houses, and I'm doing little side jobs for people, just to keep us afloat financially, and gives me something to do other than walking and exercising and working on my diet, and obviously have my water intake, which I'm terrible at. And I'm getting better, and I think that most people have a hard time at first too, because even before I drank a lot of water and I was always hydrated, but now I have to drink double the water that I used to, so it's going to be a little frustrating. But I do spend most of my time exercising and focusing on that. Saw my doctor today, and he says I'm doing great, and he gave me some tips and stuff to help me stay motivated, and not only that, but to give me a better weight loss result, which he wants to see more than anyone. And he's extremely proud of me, and that motivated me even more hearing it from my doctor. So that was great. That excited me a lot. And my mom has been a huge support through all of this for me. Same with my husband. He's been pushing me sometimes a little too much, but he's doing his best, and he's always trying. My mom recently found a new place to live, and she's super excited. She's lived in the same condo for 15 years, and it's been extremely hard for her in so many ways to live in a house that she has to put so much into, and it's time for her to move on and enjoy life and feel great in a new house that she can feel comfortable in, and she can be on one floor, because most of you don't know, but she did injure herself pretty bad like 4 years ago on Mother's Day, which is actually right around that time now, and she broke her knee dismounting off a horse. So she's had some issues with her knee, and she has permanent foot drop, so it's really, really hard for her to walk without a brace. So being with 3 flights of stairs in a small condo that's like just very like narrow and tall, and it's just terrible. It's a terrible place for her to live. So it's going to be great to see her finally be happy and enjoying a new place with my awesome stepdad. In other news, I've been focusing a lot on just bettering myself as a person, in helping people and trying to motivate people to be confident in themselves. And I know it's coming from me, which, I'm trying to get healthier and lose weight and stuff, but honestly, that's really just for my health because I need it. And in order for me to have my next 2 surgeries and be the person I want to be, I have to have that weight loss. But know that no matter what you look like, no matter how you think you should look, don't listen to what people say. And I've seen a lot on YouTube, people body shaming people and making people feel like crap, and it's just not cool. I'm about 200 pounds, roughly. I'm 5'2". I'm like a size 14, which I guess is average for most women, but for my size, it's obese, which only happened over the last 2 years, and I gained a lot of weight when I got sick from prednisone and other medications, and I gained the weight because every time I finally felt good enough to eat, I would overeat because I just was so worried about the next 7 to 8 days that I would be starving myself in order to feel better. And I don't know how I gained weight, and most people lose it, but that's just how it works, and some people that's how they do things, and that's how it works for them. So even if you're trying to gain weight and you're thin and you have an ostomy and you don't feel good about yourself, just know that it's going to change and it's going to get better. And since the beginning, it's been really, really hard for me to feel confident. And I'm just starting to feel a little bit more confident going out. But I get really nervous, and I feel like people are always staring at my ostomy. And I've learned that patterns and some baggier clothes, this is actually a pretty tight shirt everywhere else except for on my sleeves, but tighter clothes can sometimes be better in the situation, which I never thought that would work that way. I still can't really wear jeans for the most part because most of my jeans were sitting right on my waistline where my incision is, and it's still really sensitive there, and that's one of the hardest part about working out is because I can't do abdominal workouts, so even arm lifts or whatever you do, leg squats, whatever, affects your abdominal muscles. And every time I do stuff, it becomes quite painful when I try to, especially anything abdominal. So that's been really frustrating too, because all I want to do is lose that stomach fat, because that's the most important thing to me, because that's where I'm going to be in order to get surgery, is that's where it needs to come off, and I haven't been able to do that. So that's been really, really hard for me because that's what I want, that's what I need, and I can't do anything about it except walking. So I've been walking a lot in order to get there, and yeah, it's been hard, but I'll get there. And I love myself, and my husband loves me more than anything, and I'm so grateful for that, because if I didn't have someone that loved me so much for who I am, no matter what I looked like, I don't know where I would be. I mean, he's been with me since I was size 4, and, he loved me then, and he loves me now, and none of it's changed. Even with an ostomy, we still love each other so much and care so much. I mean, when I was sick, it was harder for him to show me how much he loved me in any way, because every time he hugged me, it would hurt. Every time he would try to tickle me or anything, just picking on me was impossible for him. And he loves to do that. That's just his thing. He likes to pick on me. And it's never anything mean. It's just like tickling or poking or, just trying to kiss me all over. That's just what he does. So, it'll get better, and I'm going to be posting some photos soon and some different outfits and stuff for vegan ostomy, which is really cool, because he really needs some women that can show that you can really wear anything with an ostomy, and you should all know that nothing is a no. I mean, I wouldn't wear a corset unless it was only for a little bit, because you'll probably pop your bag. But, you could pretty much wear anything, and you should feel confident with it, because it saved your life. And if it didn't save your life and it was an option and you feel better now, then who cares? And no one should judge you for it. And I've been judged a few times already, and as stupid as that is, it makes me laugh because people don't know and they don't understand. Ostomies are pretty scary and they're kind of hard to understand. And they're gross. The thought of pooping in a bag scares people, but not only that, it like makes them just want to walk away and not know anything about it. And that's fine. And then other people are wicked curious. I mean, I've had random people ask me that I just met, "Oh, can I see it?" I'm like, okay, sure, I don't mind sharing, but why do you want to see my ostomy? So just know that everyone's going to react differently, and when you try to talk to people too, don't be out and open about it unless you think that they're going to be okay with it. And if they aren't, then just stop talking about it. Don't keep going on, because some people really just feel uncomfortable about it. So keep that in your mind when you're talking to other people too. So stay confident out there, ladies and guys, because guys have ostomies too. And just know that anytime you need to talk, you can comment down below. I have a Facebook, facebook.com, Neon Erin, same way it's spelled here. And if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. All right, I'll see you later, YouTube. Bye.